So, comedian, writer, novelist Stephen Fry has called...
Often a pain, let's be honest.
You're not his biggest fan, are you?
No, I think he's incredibly sanctimonious, but very clever.
Very clever. Well, he's called for an end to the use of real fur worn by the King's Guard.
You've seen them. They wear those tall black bearskin hats. They're a common sight. Tourists love to watch them at the changing of the Guard.
So joining us now is Senior Campaigns Manager for PETA, Kate Werner. Hello, Kate. Kate Werner. Good morning,
Hi.
Kate. Hi, good to see you. Right, I
Hi
presume you are in support of Stephen Fry, saying that these are anachronistic, they are outdated, we do not need to see real bearskin on hats.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the new expose that Stephen is narrating shows bears being baited, shot, disemboweled and dismembered by recreational hunters in Canada, where these King's Guards bearskin caps originate. The footage reveals that these hunters are baiting bears with buckets of cookies and bagels and then shooting these unsuspecting animals, sometimes with high-powered crossbows, which is a form of hunting that's actually been banned in the UK for decades. And then we know that some of the hunters sell the pelts on to auction houses, which is where the cap makers will purchase the fur to be made into these ceremonial caps. And it's just unacceptable that the government continues to support the slaughter of these bears when a faux bear fur is readily available. It's being offered to the MOD at no cost until 2030 in an unlimited amount. And we know that it beats bear fur in terms of performance and aesthetics. So there really is no reason why the MOD can't make this switch.
It's interesting, Kate, because the king, we still want to call him the Prince of Wales, of course, he's incredibly alive to the whole environmental cause, championing it long before it was fashionable 40, 50 years ago. He could just pick up the phone, couldn't he, to the Secretary of State for Defence and say, stop it, Minister.
Yeah, and we've written to the King today and we've shared this new expose with him, and we hope that he will support, the call, and that we'll see some movement from the MOD subsequently on this issue. We have written to them recently and we've offered to pay for a new round of testing on the faux fur to compare it to the bear fur, to show once again that it meets all of the requirements that the MOD has asked for and that it's ready to be rolled out.
So what are those requirements, Kate? I'm wondering why they're still using the fur. If they were here, what would they say? That it's, I don't know, lightweight, good thermal properties, maybe a little bit waterproof? What kind of things are they looking for in a hat?
Yeah, so it's appearance, it's waterproof, water retention, drying rates and compression testing. And we've had the faux fur tested in an MOD accredited laboratory, and it actually outperforms bear fur. It dries quicker, it's more sustainable, it offers enhanced user comfort, so we won't see guards, fainting on the parade ground in the heat. So really, if you were to look at the two fabrics side by side, you wouldn't see any difference. So the tradition of wearing the caps can continue. We're just asking that the fabric is updated to reflect 21st century values. I feel
like it would be a PR win for them, wouldn't you?
Yeah, an easy win.
I mean, Kate, this is how naive I am about these issues. I thought these bears lived a happy, free-range life somewhere and were gently dispatched before making their way to the Tower of London to stand there. Am I wrong about that?
No, these bears are being killed with guns and bows and arrows by recreational hunters. It's essentially trophy hunting. And then the fur, like I say, is sold at auction and becomes bearskin caps in some cases. And actually, since 2017, which is when the faux fur was made available to the MOD, 498 caps have been created. And that is 498 bears because it takes one bear.
Yeah.
Does it really take one bear? For one
bear per
hat?
hat.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and it's so unsustainable because they only use a tiny portion of the bear fur from the back of their necks. So the rest is just discarded. So it's outrageous.
You've won me over.
We have to see change.
You've won me over, Kate. You've won me over.
Yeah.
I started the day, I said, well, I'm sure it's fine.
You said you didn't care.
I said I didn't really care.
I said I do. And usually, Kate, I very often disagree with what your organisation does, but I think you're onto a winner here. And let us know what response you get from the King, if you get one.
Are they cheaper, Kate? Are they cheaper, the faux fur, compared to the real fur, do you know, to buy?
Yes. Each cap costs about £1,700 to make with real bear fur. And of course, Ecopel, the faux furrier who makes the faux fur, has offered it for free to the MOD. So it will be,
It's a
exceptionally
no-brainer.
cheaper.
Really is.